Hello, I'm from Mohan's Networking Institute powered by Compuhive Knowledge Hub, and then today I'm going to talk about what kind of jobs that a networking person or the person who has done networking courses will be doing. So if you are a CCNA, which is the first level certification that Cisco offers, then you will be getting into companies wherever there is a scope of a LAN. It can be like 20 hosts or 30 hosts, or it can be larger, where you need to manage the health of the device, like their desktop or their CPU, and some applications that are running. Any of those kind of environment is there, and if they are connected to the another LAN, or if they are connected to a WAN, or if they are connected to some ISP, or they have multiple branches, if somebody has to manage their devices, that is where a CCNA is required. And once you join the job, as I said, you will be troubleshooting if the bandwidth is not proper, and if you are unable to share the files due to bandwidth issues, or if there are some system issues, like the CPU is not functioning well, the storage is not working. So these kind of basic, I'll not say basic, but definitely this would be the first job role of a network engineer. So the designation is network engineer, but that would be the first job role. You don't do high-end, high-level troubleshooting, but for these things, you don't need a CCNA, is what most of the people are confused about. Because if I know about systems, if I'm a hardware engineer, I should be able to manage. Yes, you should be able to manage, but if you are a CCNA, you will be able to understand why the problem is coming. So how do you troubleshoot the bandwidth challenges? You may not have access to those things, but you will be able to identify the problem. Identifying the problem is important. So every CCNA the base job is what I have told you, and the job role is what I have mentioned you. But the edge what you get if you are a CCNA is you will understand why some packet drops are happening, why there is a congestion on the traffic, why a certain file is not going through, because there might be a cap on what data can be shared. So these days everybody is so much interested in the social media. You want to go to some YouTube and watch a movie after logging into the work, then of course employee ethics is important, but still sometimes we are just human beings, right? So you want to go and watch a movie or do a Netflix and do something there, I should be able to control that. So that's what the job of a network engineer. So there you should know what are the permissions that an employee has. So you will be understanding about the firewall rules, what we will be doing it, and what kind of traffic that can pass through your network. So these are the things that are required for a network engineer to start with and to escalate the problem. So CCNAs will be starting their job at those areas. Now, which companies? I can name more than 500 companies in and around me, but I would like to take popular companies' names: Cisco, Juniper, Google, Akamai, IBM, Oracle, Cognizant, Accenture, another two, Catchpoint, and I can say Forum Mall, right? So when I spoke about it, I have talked about varied organizations. Some are into product development, some are into services, some are banks, some are merchandise, like they run the malls, like they have shops, they have movie theaters, they have hotels. So it's not about everything need to be an IT based company, it can be anywhere. So I have spoken about diverse companies. Banks also is there. So like that, jobs are everywhere, but you need to be equipped with the right knowledge. So that is where you start with, if you are a CCNA. Then as on hand, you increase your certifications or improve your skill sets, increase your skill sets in different domains. So in we will publish a map of the certification paths. So in that map, if you see, there are core levels, concentration levels, and you can see expert levels. So I would say, as on hand you increase your certifications, your job roles will be like that. Some people can set up a network, some people can troubleshoot the network at the protocol level, some people can troubleshoot the product level. So as on hand you increase the knowledge, your level of job roles will be increasing. The key is you need to get a certification first to get into the job, and that is how your so designation, I don't think designation is an important different companies will have different profile names basing on that their work. So for me, in my office, I am the chief operation manager. But if you talk about my job role, I take care of the I head the team which takes care of our network. I head the team which takes care of placement. So I had a team which takes care of the operations of this. We also deal with the projects. So it's not about your designation again. Okay, it's more about what is your profile of work, and different companies will have different names and different profile of work. But on a broader perspective, it's more about you need to be good at understanding why your network health is not good. So that is what you need to work on, and that's the job role. Thank you.